Dan Perry. He's an international affairs and Middle East affairs expert joining me live from Tel Aviv. Dan, welcome. And of course, you're joining me. We have multiple panelists, like various defense experts and a lot of diplomats on the broadcast as well. I want to welcome you, and I also want to begin by asking you, as you've just joined us, what is your overview perspective of whatever's unfolded in the past 24 to 48 hours?
It's a complex situation because regime change efforts are rarely a good idea. They're difficult to justify under international law. It's the great exception and are generally unpredictable in their outcome and quite often unsuccessful. So we're in complex territory here, and yet Iran has provided the world with very compelling arguments for why this is an exception. Basically, their brutality towards their own people is at the level where it does trigger the international norm called responsibility to protect. And the people clearly need protection from the criminality of their own illegitimate leadership. Secondly, they have interfered with the region. Their effort to spread jihadism and instability throughout the Arab world, not only for the purpose of undermining and, from their perspective, hopefully destroying Israel, but also to change the nature of the Muslim countries in the region and make them theocracies in the mold of Iran. This has gone on for decades, and it's undermined Lebanon, Syria, Yemen, Jordan, Iraq, the Palestinian areas. They had a big part in compelling Hamas on October 7th, 2023, to start a war they could not win that has resulted in unspeakable and cataclysmic damage done to the Palestinian people. And still Hamas is trying to hang on, partly goaded by Iran. Iran's regime is a criminal enterprise. And so hard as it is to justify intervening in other countries' affairs, and problematic though Trump and Netanyahu are as the protagonists here, and I think everyone knows why in both cases, they are problematic. This is a case where I think most good faith observers around the world have to hope for success. And indeed, the past 24 to 48 hours suggest a degree of success that is stunning and even historic. The fact that in the first minute or so of Israel's operations, they managed to eliminate about 40 senior Iranian leaders, including the defense minister, the head of the army, the head of the Revolutionary Guards, the chief advisor, Khamenei, and in short order, Khamenei himself, is amazing. If you're going to try to do regime change without boots on the ground, without an invasion and an occupation, your only hope for success rests in taking out symbols of the existing regime, and in so doing, demoralizing what's left of the leadership and compelling the population to show courage in rising up. And I can hardly think of a more potent symbol than Ali Khamenei, who led Iran for 36 of the 47 years of the Islamic Republic. And again, I'm aware of the moral complexity here, the idea of assassinating another country's leader and leadership, or abducting, as in the case of Nicolas Maduro in Venezuela. These are outliers in geopolitics, but there are cases in history where extreme measures, in the end, are justified.
Thank you so much for joining me, Dan.